Yesterday morning, General Jodl signed the act of unconditional surrender of all land, sea, and air forces to the Allied expeditionary forces.
Berlin, 29th June 1946. Dear Vera, I don't know if you will get this letter, but I hope you will. I have given this letter to an English soldier who is returning to England. I hope that you and your family are all right. Herlef and I have married and have 2 little boys, Detlef and Jörg. When you write to me again, I will send you a picture of my family, as Herlef is a photographer. I wrote a letter to you half a year ago, but I'm not sure if you got it, or will you not write to German friend again because Germany was at war with your country. Please let me know that you are all right. Ruth.
England, 26th of July 1946. Dear Ruth, I was very pleased to receive your letter. I did not receive your first letter, but post often goes missing. I'm also married with 2 young boys, Alan and Malcolm. Next week is my birthday and I'm hoping that Stanley will be home for it. We are all in good health and hope your family are coping well. If we have any extra rations, I'd be happy to send them to you. With best wishes, Vera.
8 September 1946. My dear Vera, I congratulate you on your birthday and I hope you have a good day. I'm very glad that you wrote to me again. I thank you very much for the nice pictures of your little Alan. We are so sorry that our Detlef is not healthy. He is ill of the lungs and has got tuberculosis. I have a huge request to you. Can you send me some black and white yarn? There's nowhere to buy new materials here. In our street, only 3 houses are standing, the rest were destroyed by bombs. I was with Detlef in November in 1943, going to Poland, where Jörg was born. We stayed there and lived a good life until January. Then we must flee. The first Russian comes to us in the dark cellar, where we were hiding for 14 days without any milk for the children. I come back to Berlin with only my 2 little boys, nothing to dress. It was a very sorry time, but we are glad that our family is together and the war is at end. Well, my dear Vera, I must close now. Best wishes and much love, Ruth.
Dear Ruth, I'm sad to hear that Detlef is unwell and hope that he gets better in time for Christmas. I'm sad that Stanley has to travel to Norway for his work. It was a very lonely time and I am glad that I can write to you. I do not have many supplies, but I have included all the yarn I could find. It sounds like it was a very difficult time for you and your family, but I am glad that the war has not taken my friend from me like it has for so many others. Your friend, Vera.
Charlottenburg, 10th December 1946. My dear Vera, I thank you very much for the yarn. When I get a letter from you, we are all so lucky. Here in Germany, we think we are separated from the whole world. Detlef and Jörg are very ill. They got measles and now they have whooping cough. On Saturday he was 5 years old. I was so sorry that I could not give him any chocolate. Did Stanley go for a long time to Norway? I will hope that he comes back for Christmas. I sent to you a picture of Detlef when he was 2. I think he looks like a little girl with his curly hair. We wish you all a Merry Christmas and happiness in the new year. Your loving friend, Ruth.
3rd of January 1947. Dear Ruth, I'm sorry to hear that your family are not well. I was so happy when Stanley was able to come home for Christmas. Your remark about Detlef's photograph made us all laugh. Herlef is a very talented photographer and perhaps one day he'll be able to take our photo too. We hope that the new year was kind to you. Your living friend, Vera.
23rd January 1947. My dear Vera, I was delighted with your photograph. I think you have 2 pretty little boys. We have had a sorry Christmas. 3 days before Christmas, Detlef must go into hospital. Here it is very cold and many people freeze to death. So I am glad that he is in hospital where he is warm. If you send to us a parcel, we will thank you very much, but I don't know how I can return. I hope it will come a time again when I can send you money. Is Stanley home again from Norway, or must he go once more? Please write to me again. Your loving friend, Ruth.
19th of February 1947. Dear Ruth, thank you for your kind words about our children. We are sorry to hear that Detlef is unwell. It sounds like a very terrible time for you. We have been lucky to have Stanley home over the festive season and I think he'll be staying. Alan must go to school this year. Is Detlef going too? I hope that you are keeping well. Your friend, Vera.
3rd March 1947. My dear Vera, excuse me when I do not write earlier, but it was so cold here in my room, my fingers is numb. We have had very much snow until today. We will hope that now it will become springtime and Detlef can come back for Jörg's birthday. Yes, my dear Vera, Detlef must also go to school this year. I hope that he is not too ill. Vera, when you do not have sufficient money to pay for anything for the parcels, I am not bad with you. I know it's very hard time, but perhaps you have a pair of old stockings from Ellen that you could be kind to send. Excuse me when I write such a request letter, but it is not for me, but for my poor children. With kindest regards, Ruth.
18th April 1947. Dear Ruth, it must have been very cold if there was snow. We have not had any, but the children love playing in it. I would have been very happy to send you cod liver oil if it will help Detlef get well again. Times may be hard here, but I imagine they are harder in Germany. We all hope that your situation will soon get better. Your friend, Vera.
3rd May 1947. My dear Vera, we will all be very glad when we get your parcels. But Vera, when you have so little rations, please send no parcels. We will not see your family abstain from food. Detlef is home. He is very infirm. His knees are so weak he cannot run. His TB is not better, but not deteriorating. We hope that you and your family are all right. Thousand thanks to you all, Ruth. 6th May 1947. My dear Vera, today you got your first parcels with shoes, vitamins, dresses, jumpers, skirts, velvet and yarn. We thank you very much for it and your parcel with food. You can't think how lucky we are with it. Detlef and Jörg were the luckiest boys in the world when they got the chocolate, as they are so hungry for sweetness. We are so sorry that we can't send you anything again, but I hope there will come a time when we can return your love. I'm weary. Good night, and once more, hearty thank you, your loving friend, Ruth.
12 September 1947. Dear Ruth, it is very nice that you care so much about our family, but I would not like to think that you and your family are going to go without basic necessities. I cannot imagine how hard it must be to see young Detlef in that condition. Please do not worry about repaying us. Knowing my friends is healthy and well is enough. I will send another parcel soon. Your friend, Vera.
11th November 1947. Dear Vera, I thank you very much for your nice letter. Detlef's TB is better, but not beaten, and so he must go to hospital. In summer it was warm, and we often went in the wood and to the park. Do you go to the seaside with your family? I hope that you have good weather and a good rest. I'm sad that Stanley is not a soldier in Berlin. Then you and your children also can come to Berlin, and we can become personally acquainted with. Now I must close. Your German friends, Ruth, Erlof, Detlef, and Jörg.
25th November 1947. Dear Ruth, I hope that you and Detlef have a safe journey to hospital. For Detlef's sake, I hope the winter is not a cold one. This year we have not been able to visit the seaside, but we may go next summer. I would really like it if one day we could meet and our children might play together. I am sorry to hear Erlof is not well and wish him a fast recovery. Your friend, Vera.
1st January 1948. My dear Vera, a long time has passed since I got your last letter. I hope you are all right. Did you get my little Christmas presents for the boys, the little bears, or for Ellen and Malcolm? This winter is not so very cold, and so it is good because we have wood to make us for a warm stove. Best greetings to you and your family. Your friend, Ruth.
11th of January 1948. Dear Ruth, I am sorry I have not written to you earlier, but we have had a very busy time. Alan and Malcolm are so grateful for their toys. We send to you and your family many thanks for such kind gifts, when we know you have so little to give. We have had good news. Stanley and I will soon be having a third child. I am secretly hoping for a girl, but I think Stanley would like another boy. I hope this letter reaches you in good health. Your friend, Vera.
21st November 1948. My dear Vera, Detlef is now at home from hospital and he is better with his TB. He is going to school and he is learning well. He can read and write now. We are all very glad with you about the birth of your little princess. We wish her healthy and very much sunshine. Now, my dear Vera, I must close. Your loving friend, Ruth.
29th November 1948. Dear Ruth, I am happy to hear that Detlef's TB is getting better. Alan is going into his second year of school and enjoying it very much. Thank you so much for wishing our little girl a good life. She is very beautiful and we are very happy. We hope that you are all in good health. Your friend, Vera.
14th December 1948. My dear Vera, you and your lovely boys have given to Detlef many glad hours on his birthday. I think when the boys are older, they will correspond together. Your loving friend, Ruth.
5th of January 1949. Dear Ruth, I think Alan would enjoy writing to Detlef. Maybe in the future we will all have the money and the boys may meet in person. Your friend, Vera.
22nd September 1949. My dear Vera, today your birthday is. We wish you gladness through each year. Detlef returns from Switzerland today. His health is so much better. We are all very much brown with the sun and much happier than years before. While my dear Vera, I wish once more good wishes for your new year and still hold in my heart a hope that one day we will meet. Please give my love to Stan, Ellen and Malcolm. I remain your friend, Ruth.